I used to
Pocket
I used to
squares.
respect that Ryan guy around the office, but he got these new gold frame glasses, and I just want to smack the shit out of him. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a little braggadocious now.
I'm wearing like suspenders, Gordon Gecko. uh, so dude, I've been wanting to talk about it since you sent it to me, Kyle. So let me tell you the series of events here. Kyle sends me a text being like, "What the fuck? Like, this is crazy. This She-Hulk trailer," and I'm like, I think I'm working, so I'm like, yeah, I just don't even have the time or the energy to watch this thing right now or ever.
Yeah.
And so then at like the end of the day, I'm like, all right, let's check it out. I got a little lull. And I just sat there flabbergasted, being like, what is this? I even showed it to Viv, being like, dude, you gotta see this. This is crazy. Like this is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like it feels like a troll. It feels like a fake trailer, like an SNL skit. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like
Yes. Yes.
I just I don't get it. Who? What?
What's the
Why?
appeal here?
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just like no, like, and then obviously all the headlines afterwards are like breaking numbers for all the wrong reasons, and it's
Oh,
just
good. So people
yeah.
know it's bad.
Oh no, it's like it's like a Morbius joke. It's like it's just like it's so bad it's bad. It's just like it's not cute. It's not funny, and
Okay,
it's
so the
for
online community, that because I
that's what
was
I'm seeing.
I was thinking that it was gonna have some bizarre, weird, like following, or people are gonna be like,
Oh,
yes,
yes, because you know that the MCU is a fucking shill festival.
yeah. I'm surprised there wasn't just like this says a lot about female bodybuilders or something. I don't know. Green people everywhere
Ah, but she's
now
also an
feel
attorney.
that's the funniest part of it, where it's like where she's like the trailer doesn't even make sense because she goes at the beginning it's like, this is our superhuman division of law or whatever. And you're like, what? Superhuman law? What does that even mean? And then later in the trailer, she's like, I just want to be a lawyer, whatever. It's like, but you applied to the superhuman law. Like, what?
Well, here's my question, because I don't follow any superhero stuff whatsoever at all, and like I was always confused. Isn't Hulk like he's Hulk because he's mad and angry? But there are they Hulk all the time, or
No, he's
she didn't look too like angry. Like, isn't that like the whole thing with Hulk?
So this is usually where Cam steps in,
yeah.
but I
I don't
do
know how
have a
that works.
passing knowledge of the MCU movies. In Infinity War 2, or whatever the last one was with Mark Ruffalo, I don't know if they just didn't want to deal with that thematically, having to deal with what you're saying, being like, how are we going to have one of our superheroes be a giant rage monster?
But
So
yeah,
so they wrote into the script that he figured out a way to perpetually be nice Hulk, and so that's why he's just Mark Ruffalo green big guy without being mad.
I think I read something that they're calling him Smart Hulk.
There you go.
Well, yeah, because he's doing some type of smart
But
shit in that trailer.
I didn't know what that meant. I just thought that that's what they were calling him. I don't know. I don't follow the thing. I just
Uh,
But
you
that's what I
know.
mean. I guarantee you there's zero reference material for that. And it's simply a producer's note of like, can we just not do the don't you wouldn't like me when I'm angry thing? Let's just not. Let's
let's
just
not
make
do
him
that.
big and green. And that way we have a we're paying Mark Ruffalo all this money. We
Oh,
might as
it's
well
him.
use his
It's Ruffalo.
face. Yeah.
It's
He's
Ruffalo.
the Hulk. Yeah, like we can't. Yeah, he's just walking around, just him the whole time, just like like this is gonna
Hey,
we don't smile.
Well, dude, that reminds
All my
so
buddies.
I rewatched Power Rangers, the first
yeah.
one. Dude, first of all, that movie is sick. And second of all, it has a lot of that where they're like, well, if we have them in the costumes the whole time, what's the point? So they have these plot points where it's like you're actually going to lose your powers, and then we're going to put you in ninja suits where we can actually see your faces, and so you are paying God knows what whoever those people are, and so you're seeing them. And I don't know if I just had forgotten what the movie was like, but there are so many scenes of them fighting like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle-y type, like animatronic, like dinosaurs, and
Yeah, those like rock creatures that like come to life
like I don't
in
remember that
the.
at all. And it comes out of absolutely nowhere, and
Oh, that was
you
my
literally
favorite
are
part
just
when I
going
was a
like,
kid.
we're just killing screen time, just like, and then you fight the rock guy. It's like,
No, well, the whole movie
okay.
they're gone. They're gone the whole movie. Like they spend the whole movie gone, and then they come back. Like,
That's it. They're gone for an hour, and they
yeah.
occasionally cut to Ivan Ooze and the other guys being like, "Ba-ba-doo," and he's wearing like a
Construction
carnival suit.
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's selling ooze. It makes no sense. Why anyone would want to buy ooze from like a ghoul.
But me as a little kid, that's my favorite movie ever, and I watched it a billion times when I
Oh,
was
absolutely.
yeah.
Dude, talk about some CGI that has aged
Oh man, when they're
not
flying,
even.
when they put all the ship, I don't know, they put all
Yeah, the
the robots
Zords.
together. Yeah,
Zords
they're
together.
flying. Yeah,
Zord.
that CGI not age well.
Oh yeah, it's aging like a fine wine. It
And when
looks
he's when
like
it's like the scorpion, when it's like the scorpion thing, and it's like shooting
it's
lasers
it's not
out of the
even like a
tail.
PlayStation 2 cutscene. It's like nothing.
Oh boy.
It's like a drawing in paint.
Those Ivan Ooze cosmetics are pretty good though. His suit looks pretty good, right?
Yeah,
Dude,
Like
the
his makeup
first suit. It
they put all the money into the Ivanhoe's
into the Ivan Ooze
suit
makeup.
budget.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
don't
didn't have any CGI
care
money.
because he's supposed to be gone for a millennia or whatever. And he's like doing this monologue where he's like, I've missed so many things. The
yeah.
Renaissance, the Brady Bunch reunion. It's like, how do you know what those things are? It's for the parents, right? Of like,
Hey,
He missed
Ivan
you
them.
get
Ooze
it.
is one of us.
And he's making like references to modern things. It just makes no sense at all. Like he says something at the end of the movie where he's like, I love the smell of whatever destruction in the morning. It's like that's a reference to Apocalypse Now. I think it's like, so who.
I mean,
I'm starting to doubt the realism of the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie in a
that's
big
that's
way.
the that's the trope that you were saying you don't like.
I can't believe these five.
Time travel.
I can't believe. Yeah.
Yeah, time travel.
What?
No, when modern references.
That are going to age terribly.
Yeah,
Well, speaking of that, the budget went half to his suit, half to music royalties, because there's like Red Hot Chili Peppers and B-52s. They're just licensing music out the yin yang in that movie, and you're like, all right, okay, little Red Hot Chili Peppers did jump out of the plane. Okay,
they
I
were
get it.
frivolous with that budget.
Uh,
I haven't seen it in a super long time, or not a super long time. I
it's
think I watched it a
on
I
couple
haven't
years
either.
ago.
I haven't
HBO
either.
I know.
Max,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I know. I think I saw it on there.
I
But
can tell you what you can
uh,
skip altogether is the Power Rangers that came out in like 2017. It's not a Power Rangers movie. They are not in the suits. They aren't the Power Rangers until literally 10 minutes before the movie ends. And they like get the suits, beat Elizabeth Banks, and that's it. She's the bad guy.
what?
Elizabeth Banks, I don't know who she owed a favor to at Saban or whatever. What's the production company? I think it's Saban Films. At the end of every episode, it said like Saban.
Oh yeah. With the ET.
Yeah,
Saban, it's
Yeah.
Saban, I believe.
I think it's Saban, like Nick.
Yeah, like Nicky Boy.
Like Nicky Saban. Yeah, she's the bad guy, and it's like, what are you doing in this with a bunch of
Just like
no-namers?
Nick Saban.
Well, yeah, he's losing his shit. Well, he's losing his shit because like you can pay the athletes now. So like people are like, okay, well
He doesn't like
USC,
that.
Texas, like they're just killing it. They're recruiting, and he's like, well, what the fuck?
No, well, he thinks he's got a squeaky clean record. He's trying to call people out, and they're going, "Listen, bud, I got receipts."
I know what you did, Saban.
I know what you did.
Oh yeah.
Prime
I
time
know
ain't
what
having
you
it.
did.
Dude, I was just thinking that too because I keep seeing a bunch of obviously advertisements for Avatar 2, and I'm like, oh, it's the perfect time to rewatch the Papyrus skit.
So good.
This again. It's not even the same font.
My favorite part is the I think about it every single time is the it's futuristic or it's tribal yet futuristic. That's the like perfect description.
Papyrus.
Tea companies, yoga merch.
Off-brand tees.
Yeah.
I swear I think I was in downtown Solvang. I think I was in Solvang, and like literally 1 out of 3 shops is that is Papyrus
It's
font.
a virus.
That's Northern California?
Yeah.
A
Well,
Disney Plus thing.
It's just all every movie is just cameos, and that's all people care about. It's like cameos and like Easter eggs.
No, I saw somebody be like all the mid credits to post credits is just some guy coming out going, "I'm skippity McBibbity."
But that's the thing is it's exactly right, Tyler, where it's like, and some idiot out there is like, I've always dreamed of seeing Skippity McDippity in a live action picture, and now I have. It's
Yeah,
played by freaking Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like, okay, what? Who?
Yeah.
Just I. Another trailer that is getting championed is the Obi-Wan Kenobi one, where it's just like, who, why, what?
But this
Who's
is again like
asking for this?
these are just like franchise after franchise after franchise. It's just
Mhm.
like, God damn, dude. Like, I don't know. I just don't care. Like,
I
I know I just like
I
Star
don't
Wars.
get it. Like it just that you drove Star Wars into the ground. They know
Dude,
they drove Star Wars into the ground.
we don't have Cam here.
Yeah, there's
Like, all 3 of us just like they're just like fuck this shit. Like,
He's like, yes, we really need one guy to gang up on.
yeah, like
yeah. You
no,
know what
like
this is
see, like
missing?
no, Star Wars is like pretty good. Like it's like
Dude,
like,
we
I don't
all
know.
had the exact same reaction. We all saw Force Awakens together. We were like, okay, that's whatever, kind of cool, like
I wasn't mad
interesting.
at it.
Open the door, and then they just butt fucked that thing into oblivion. Like just absolute drove into the ground, no plan, no clue what's going on. The ultimate Deus a Machina, like, and then they found a magic wizard guy, and he told them they needed to go over there, and he needed
Yeah.
to use the Force. You know, it's just kind of
Yeah.
like Star Wars Mad Libs for 4 collective hours over the next 2 films. Like they butt fucked that thing, and
I never
they
saw it, but I
know.
just saw a bunch of like I just see nothing but complaints about it. Like
You
people are
never
like,
saw Last Jedi?
no. So I saw the first one, obviously with you guys. The
Yeah.
second one I watched about 45 minutes and I was like, nah, I'm good. Turned it off, never watched it ever again, and then never saw the third one.
Dude, there's all these like hilarious like interviews. Even the cast
Yeah,
knew
yeah,
it
yeah.
was
No,
fucking
everybody
horrendous, where they're
like,
interviewing like,
yeah.
what was your reaction to the series ending and stuff? And they're all just like,
Thank God.
yeah, thank God, good Lord.
Well,
And
what
there's some fanboy interviewer, and they're like, "Mm,
yeah,
what?
they advertised the one dude to have like a lightsaber and to be like, and then they just never they like on the posters like that was like the big thing was like him with the lightsaber.
John
And
Boyega?
yeah, and
He's the guy who hates it the most.
yeah, exactly.
Uh,
He's the most outspoken guy. Yeah.
there's like an interview where they're like,
Yeah.
so what would you do if they asked you to come and play Finn or whatever his name is again? And he's like, in what? And he's like, well, I don't know, it's something. He's like, oh, you're not going to Disney Plus me. like just shitting on the whole
Yeah.
Enterprise.
No,
Of it.
he
Like, I
doesn't.
like
Yeah.
this. I like this guy.
Yeah, no, they did him dirty for sure. Yeah, he's like the most outspoken one for sure.
Where he's
Like,
like,
dude, I don't even like the prequels. Like the prequels are just, I don't know.
yeah, the prequels are absolute garbage. That's
Revenge of the
where
Sith is the third one in the prequel.
in the
Yes.
prequels, that's one where Anakin
Oh, I'm very
becomes
yeah, I
Darth
know.
Vader at the end,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
the
I saw it in
I got
theaters.
the high ground. I
But
saw
that
it in
doesn't make
theaters
any
as well.
sense. That doesn't make any sense because in the first one, Darth Maul, remember Qui-Gon Jinn is below in the tunnel and Darth Maul's up above,
They have that
and
as like
he just goes right above.
I think Red Letter Media did something on that where it's like maybe something like this, and they
Yeah,
cut back to that
yeah,
scene,
yeah. No,
right? Where
it's like
they're
I
like,
see that all the
yeah,
time. Like I
where
just
you're
see
like,
memes of that all the time. It's like nonstop with
no,
that.
they've been butt fucking this thing for years, and because it's just like, hey, man, I don't care, and I'm here to make money, and fuck you for wanting there to be any coherent narrative to this that makes any sense. Like, and that's I guarantee you that's what the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is going to be. It's just like random villain who they claim was there the whole time. Right? He was Darth Vader's right hand man. He was just off screen.
He was
Right?
standing right
He
there.
was just off screen right here. And he's the bad guy now. He's hunting Obi-Wan Kenobi. And they'll throw in Yoda. They're just it'll be a clusterfuck of cameos to your
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
and applause break moments where it's like, and then Luke
No,
Skywalker
they'll
shows up.
they'll have Yoda and Baby Yoda in
Well,
the same scene,
I was gonna say
and
I'll
people will
I'll
flip
know
out.
whatever character it is because I'll see every Honda Civic with about 16 stickers of the
Oh
same
my
character all around.
fucking god. That honestly, or straight up vanity plate, right? Where it's like Star Wars, like you have to have something mentally wrong with you to go out and get a sticker that says like anything, to be fair. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Agreed.
specifically like Marvel or Star Wars related, or like, I'm a Jedi in training or whatever.
Or
Just
Harry
like,
Potter. That's
yeah.
Cam's not here to defend it. Fuck him. Yeah.
But like you can like things. I like Harry Potter, but like to
I like
put
Harry
a
No, I'm
Potter.
just
sticker on
kidding.
your car
No, I'm just kidding.
is crazy. Which is like in Arizona out here, pretty much
It's
every other car has "Let's Go Brandon" stickered on it,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
which
yeah.
is crazy.
No, but I went, dude. I went to the store and I went out and there was a car right next to me and I swear it had like 16 Baby Yoda stickers like all around the car, like 360 around the car. And I was like, how much money are you gonna give these people? They god
My
damn,
other
like
car is the Millennium Falcon. Just
Jesus
Oh, that one's a
Christ.
classic. That's
yeah,
an
that's a
OG to be honest. That's an
that's an
OG to be fair.
OG.
Yeah, that
They're
was
not printing those
before
ones anymore.
that was
Those are on a
before the
Geo.
Disney. That was before the Disney buyout. Okay.
That's on a Geo Metro somewhere, and not much else. No, I think about that all the time where I'm just like, dude, I I I don't get it. I don't get what I get. Like, hey, I just like it. It's stupid, but that's fine. Like some of the Marvel stuff, like, all right, whatever. Maybe like the comic books, maybe didn't, but like to invest yourself that thoroughly is crazy. You're on another planet if you which makes this podcast very popular in the world of movie reviews. Fuck you. That should be the name of the
fuck,
podcast.
fuck you to a friend of, but they're a friend of the pod.
Through a friend of the pod. Fuck you and whatever you like.
I'm just like literally hoping that you guys just come across movies that I've already seen that I that I can talk about because I'm just not pursuing it anymore. Like it just
What did we just watch that was absolutely atrocious? Because like there's there's so many like older movies where you're like, oh, I remember that movie existed. Let me watch it. And you're just like, wow, this is
actually
just
do you know what I've been doing? Actually, I've been I'll like look up a director and I'll kind of look up like a movie of them that I've never seen before. Like I don't know how I came across, but I was reading about Gus Van Sant and I was reading about Last Days. It was like that Kurt Cobain movie that he did. I'm like, oh, I've never seen that before. And it has the dude from Funny Games, Michael Pitt, playing Kurt Cobain. and I'm like, oh yeah, this should be pretty good. I watched it. I'm like, oh my god, it was just so boring and just so bad. I was just like, Jesus, dude. I was like, what? I'm like, this is.
Like, what was wrong with it?
It's just like a bunch of nothing going on. It's just like it's like a music video with no music playing. You know, it's just like a bunch of slow, progressive, just shots of like him just like walking around a forest and then getting to a house and then
and he's
there's
Kurt
like
Cobain.
allegedly, but he doesn't say he's Kurt Cobain. It says like he's like a different he's like a different name, but he's like that guy. Ryan, your mic is out. I can't hear you.
What do you
He's not Kurt Cobain. He's Ken Court Bane.
He's Ken
They couldn't get the
Corbin.
rights. They couldn't get the
Yeah.
rights to the story. He's Ken C. And he plays in a band called Euphoric. And they play No Apologies.
Smells like adult spirit. All
Ben.
apologies.
So Gus, action or
Busy. No, but I was just like, oh my god, dude.
there was a did you guys ever watch there was a documentary on the Kurt Cobain death? I don't know if it was on Netflix or not, but basically they're not even implying, they're straight up saying that Courtney Love had something to do with his murder. And you're kind of like, is this legal? Like, are you? Is this something that is going to?
When did it come out?
It came out a while ago.
I was gonna
See what it
say
was on.
it obviously had
It
no
may have
bearing.
gotten ripped from the
It
internet.
obviously had no bearing in the civil court.
Yeah, they're like, as you can tell, we didn't call him Kurt Cobain, and we didn't call you Courtney Love. We called you Shortney Pov. Kurt Cobain dog.
Floyd Ambrose.
Hey, Floyd.
Floyd Ambrose.
Dude, what was the last thing Justin Long was in?
Tusk. I knew you were gonna say that.
Unfortunately.
Oh, there's many a Kurt Cobain documentary.
Of course.
Everybody's taking a stab at it.
Oh, it was called Soaked in Bleach. Yeah,
Hey.
it was basically about the private investigator hired by Courtney Love to investigate the murder. And his conclusion, you did it.
Yeah. The person that hired me is good.
All right. I have the files. It's just like
Well,
OJ.
I'm still walking
OJ
around,
hiring that
so,
PI to investigate Nicole's murder.
I'm
Wonder
still
if he
out.
ever got down to the bottom of it.
He's still looking.
He's still out there
He's a
making
busiest
music
man.
videos.
This man has not rested a day since
What did he tweet?
1994.
What did he tweet out? Like, I'll be watching you or something. What was that thing? Not recently, like a couple years ago. You guys sent it to me where he's like on the golf course and he's like it was for like Cinco de Mayo or something. He's like, I'll be watching you or whatever. Like,
He also, I mean, I haven't looked up OJ's Twitter in a minute.
He's got so many crazy videos on the golf course.
He's a Twitter legend.
I can't pick the one.
Yeah, OJ's a Twitter legend. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Take care.
Take care. What is he? How does he start it off again? Hey there,
Hey,
folks.
Hey,
Hell
Twitter
yeah.
world,
Hey,
it's
Twitter
yours
world.
truly.
Hey, Twitter world, this yours truly.
Hey, Twitter world, it's yours truly.
You know, this is what I've been thinking about this.
Yeah. Exactly. He just goes on a fucking rant and then he's finished it. I'm just saying. Take care.
trying to search. Oh, that's what it was. It was he's got some getting even to do.
Oh yeah.
Remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's his first tweet. His first Twitter post is like, "Hey, I've been off of Twitter for a while, and people have been taking shots at me on Twitter for
I got some getting even to do."
Yeah,
I got some getting even
to do.
First tweet.
A veiled threat on the whole community.
He knows what he's doing, dude. He knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
You think this man does stuff by accident?
That comment section popped off in a second.
I love the
People-
article. This getting even comment left viewers a little rattled as to what he meant. Really?
What?
They don't say.
It's clear as day. He wants to kill again.
He's gonna
This
kill again.
guy, you get the itch. It never goes away. Good God. We watched Undercover Brother.
Oh
Viv had
yeah.
never seen it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What a
Dude,
classic.
talk about movies that could never get
Never be made.
made.
Oh yeah. Oh
Holy shit, dude. Like that has some crazy jokes both ways.
yeah. I
Like
mean, Chris Kattan alone is
he's unleashed in that movie, and his like I get that that's the joke, is that like he secretly wants to be black, but like
yeah.
dude.
Like the whole mayonnaise thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, now I remember. I was confusing Undercover Brother with the ladies, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Undercover Brother, yeah, with the mayonnaise. Yeah, yeah. And then there's the part where the chicks fight, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah, yeah.
that is a definite scene where I was
Yeah.
like, this would absolutely never fly. And they're doing
100%.
like,
And all the
I-
guys are drooling.
dude, I saw it in the theaters, and I remember it being more like, maybe because you're just young, I thought it was more of a movie. Like it's not a movie. It's like a scary movie.
Nah.
Because Tyler, that scene exactly where it stops the movie. They get popcorn, him and the guys that are trying
Yeah,
to kill
yeah,
him. They get
yeah,
popcorn. They're sitting
Yeah,
on
they're
the
like
couch.
watching with each
Yeah,
other.
they're watching
Yeah,
it, and
yeah.
they like Denise Richards and that other lady are like ripping their clothes off, but that's
it's
not
Vivica
actually
A.
happening. They're
Fox,
actually
maybe?
fighting. So yeah, something like
Maybe?
that. And you're like, oh, so this is like a farce, right? But I remember being a little kid and being like, wow, I hope they take down the man, right? Like you're more invested in it and thinking that it's a real movie when it's clearly not a real movie, and
No.
it's a complete. I even hesitate to call it a parody. It's more just like crude race jokes that would never pass in 2022. Like the mayonnaise one, the hot
Yeah.
sauce.
The
Like
compilation.
Dave Chappelle is saying crazy stuff the entire time.
Yes.
That's what made me think of OJ, because they have that joke that's like where they're letting Undercover Brother into the world, the secret world, and he's like, so they really introduced the 3-point line to give white boys a chance? And the guy from Malcolm in the Middle is like, yep. And he's like, and OJ really didn't do it. And they all just kind of like are silent and kind of like start doing something else.
You're saying the
like-
guy who plays Stevie's dad?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, he's in it as
he's
smart
also
brother.
Yeah, he's the voice of Uncle Ruckus in Boondocks.
Oh,
in
that's
Boondocks.
so
Oh, okay.
classic.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
They probably ripped everything Kevin Spacey off the internet though, so that would probably be hard to find.
If the trailer is there, are we gonna do a watch along?
Yeah, here we go. I bet you wouldn't even get a strike. I bet you they're like, you want to watch this thing? No one's
Yeah,
copyright claiming this
yeah.
thing.
Actually, can you please watch it, please?
We're begging you.
This is the only way we're gonna recuperate our money.
Ryan, we just saw that you are watching 9 Lives on YouTube. Oh no, am I in trouble? Oh no. We well, know what you think about it.
Were you mortified or super mortified?
So what I've learned is that this pod has an obsession with movies about people being turned into animals. First Tusk, and now this
Catwoman.
Catwoman. You're- hey,
They seem to think that that's what a Catwoman
Put your mic down.
hey, your mic's on your forehead.
That seems to be what they think a Catwoman is a lady who becomes a cat.
A cat, yeah.
Basically a prequel to 9 Lives.
So they have CGI for the cat to like fall on his face a bunch of times and do like just jump on something and fall on his face. But they well, I guess he's not supposed to be a talking cat. It's just his thoughts. But why is
telepathic cat?
Why is it 9 lives? Does he die at all?
No, just because a cat has 9.
No, cat has 9 lives. And they
Okay,
probably...
so just call it sandpaper tongue or something like that. Like
They couldn't think of any other kind of
speak-
punny
It's more.
Kinda.
But
Yeah.
9 Lives isn't punny. It's just a thing. It has nothing to do.
I think the implication there is that he's leading another life now as a cat.
So it's
which
only 2
is-
lives. It's only
So
2 lives.
really 2 lives, but that
Yeah.
has no cat connotation.
That's
to it.
that exactly.
You get it.
No,
Let
I
me
don't.
guess. He learns how to be a better dad through being a cat. Now, they better have paid Jennifer Garner a ton of money, because what
King's
does that
ransom.
look like? Where it's like, you're actually married to this guy who's 20 years your senior. Is that cool? Yeah, whatever. Check clear? Okay. That's fine.
Oh,
Please.
by the way, it's Kevin Spacey.
By the way,
I'm
well,
gonna
good news
need
is
$10 million more dollars.
he's so Jennifer, there's some good news and some bad news. Bad news. It's Kevin Spacey. Good
Oh,
news is he won't be you. I have noticed that though, like on even stupid small pods that I listen to, like when they talk about Kevin Spacey or they're going to say something that's like kind of alleged about celebrity, they always beep it. And I'm wondering, like, are fools like legitimately suing mom and pop podcasts for like defamation? Like, is that a thing? And is that how we can get famous?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd love
Is that
that.
how we can get the pod?
Well, in that
Kevin
case,
Spacey
Kevin
sues
Spacey,
4 random
you motherfucker.
shots fired.
I don't
Kevin
want to see
Spacey.
you in
Hey.
movies. I don't want to see you at my kid's birthday party.
He's a friend of the pod.
He's a friend of the pod, and we're sticking by him. That's the one thing we stick to our laurels here at
Free
whatever
Kevin.
this pod is called.
I can't say
We,
he can't. I gotta say.
Free Kevin.
free him, free this man, get him in more movies. I want him as the next She-Hulk.
We need a little less attention on Johnny Depp and a little more on Kevin Spacey.